What's going on, guys? Mackenzie Long here. So today we're talking about financial freedom and the 7 money milestones based on the book How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker. And today we're specifically working on number 5, which is cash flow. And the reason why I love this book, and if you haven't read it, you really need to, it's called How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker. And it's a great book no matter where you are on your financial journey, whether you're just starting or you've been doing it for years. It will give you a great understanding of where exactly you are and what the next steps are to take. And I love this book not just because it's been on TV hundreds of times, because CNBC has actually done a fact check on it, or because millions of people have seen this book on TV, or simply just because of how pretty it looks. But I think it's actually a very involved book that teaches you exactly what you need to know in a way that's fun and exciting to learn. And it takes about an hour and a half to read this whole book. Now, you can get this on Amazon if you'd like. It's about $17. Sometimes it goes up to about $26 depending on the promotions that they have going on. Or you can get it free on me. We are doing a booked up event, which basically means that we have invested over $50,000 in these financial literacy resources that we are giving away to our community. That's myself and my team. And now we would like to include other people in that if that's something you're interested in doing. There is a link down below. It's through another company called MailChimp, which basically they just help collect information. So that way we can get this out to you. We will send you an email to confirm, or we'll call you. That way we can get you an actual address to send this to you, and we can get your book and some additional resources out to you. Now, the reason why we're doing that is we're hoping that on your journey you might select us to help you with that. And through this journey, we're going to be talking today specifically number 5 of the 7 money milestones, which is going to be cash flow. Now, in cash flow, there's really 2 parts. And the first part is going to be around earning additional income. The second part is around making sure you manage your expenses. And so we're going to talk about both of these. Now, inside of earning additional income, there's 3 different parts to that. The first one is a choice that most Americans make. About 45% of Americans have what's called a side hustle. And that side hustle usually generates about $1,100 additional income per month for that household. Now, that's a big deal. That makes a huge difference for people, and that's a great thing, I think, to help you get on track with saving for your emergency fund, getting out of debt, preparing for your future. It's just a great way to do it. Increasing income is always going to be one of the biggest factors in hitting your financial goals. Number 2 is one of my favorites. It's really what this channel is based on, and really the involvement of money and business, and technically the 5 F's that we always talk about in our faith, our family, our finances, our fitness, and our fun. And this one is going to be based on actually building a business. And that's really what I've created this channel to help people do. And the process in creating a business, the reason why this becomes so important is something that's called wealth equivalency. And basically what it means is it's really the easiest way to become a millionaire. It's the way that I became a millionaire to start. So what that means is you're going to start generating income from the business. This is going to be a passive income for you. An easy way to calculate is that if you were producing just $1,000 a month, that's about $240,000 saved in the bank. So for most people, how long do you think you would take them to save $240,000? For some people, it takes an entire lifetime. Now, how long would it take to create a business to be able to produce that? Or once you start making $5,000 a month, that's basically $1.2 million saved. And this is how I became a millionaire, was creating a passive income with $5,000 a month, generating income that's coming outside of me. So it means I'm not applying effort to be able to make that money. Now, once you start making more money than that, let's say you're making $10,000 a month, that's the same as having $2.4 million saved. Or when you're making $25,000 a month, that's the same as having $6 million in an investment account. This is the same thing as understanding wealth equivalency. And for most people, it's going to be much easier for them to create a business that's generating income for them than it is going to be saving a bunch of money. Now, I believe in doing both, and we need to be doing both at the same time. However, I think we can fast forward this saving aspect and also create additional income by starting businesses and creating passive income. I have tons of other videos on that all over my YouTube channel. If you're interested in watching those, you can find them pretty easily, both in understanding what exactly passive income is and some different ideas on how to create passive income. And number 3 is kind of a shortcut way to be able to do it, but you can also look at your W-2. There's many times that I've seen in people's financial lives where they're working a job, but they get this huge tax return at the end of the year, maybe $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, and they like having that tax return. But an easy way to create some additional income right now, and talk to your CPA about this, I'm not a tax attorney, but talk to your CPA about maybe reducing or increasing your dependence so that you reduce how much taxes you're getting out of your check every single month. So just as a quick example, and this is not actual math, but it's pretty close, but let's say you get $6,000 at the end of the year, you could get somewhere around maybe $450, $400 a month extra in your check every single month instead of waiting until the end of the year to get that $6,000. It makes a big difference. But the more that you focus on creating additional income, the better it's going to be, and the more your mind is going to think about and to attract those things as far as being able to create additional income. Now, the second part of this is managing your expenses, and this is where we get the gap from. Because if we can increase our income and reduce our expenses, we get what's called the gap. Now, the gap is going to be the difference between how much it costs for us to live on a monthly basis and how much money we make. The bigger this gap is, means the more money that goes to savings and doing fun things. So the better we can do with managing our expenses and keeping those things low, especially things that we don't want and or need, then we can help keep the expenses low and we can create additional income. Now, a lot of our investment in the expenses should or could also be going into creating additional income. If we can cut out $100 a month in social media stuff, can we then maybe put $100 a month towards our business or generating our business? So we can start turning costs into things that will actually generate us money, from liabilities into assets. And that's really going to come through this idea of managing our expenses. And there's one thing that I have seen in working with tremendously wealthy people is that you simply cannot out-earn financial illiteracy. That if you are financially illiterate, you cannot make enough money to overcome it. And it's simple to see this. We all love these stories, or maybe I do. I just binge watch this stuff sometimes. Have you ever watched those shows where they talk about the people who have won millions of dollars in the lottery, or athletes or famous actors who had millions of dollars and sometimes tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, and within a couple years of having that check, they are completely financially destitute? The reason is you cannot out-earn financial illiteracy. That if you are financially illiterate, it doesn't matter how much money you make, you are always going to find a way to be broke. So again, if you're looking for additional ways to create income, there's lots of stuff on my channel on how to do that in the passive income category, so make sure you check that out as well. And don't forget to smash the like button and also hit the subscribe as well. And we have additional videos that are coming out. We are doing this in an entire playlist, so if you're watching this as just a specific video, make sure you go check out the playlist where we have all of the parts to the 7 money milestones, including an intro and giving some information about it. So go check that out, and also hit the little bell because we release a video every single day at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And don't forget, also, just one last reminder, go check out that $50,000 giveaway video so you can get more information about some of the resources. I will be releasing additional videos about that as well. That's going to be starting in August. So if you have filled out that form already and you have not received an email, double check and go check your email. If not, you haven't gotten one of those, we will be calling you here shortly to get some additional information to get those resources out, but that's going to be starting in August 2022. And as always, I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you later. Bye.